Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. And we begin with a 10-year-old Philadelphia Phillies fan taking World Series hype into his own hands. Noah Beck of Lower Gwinnett Township, Pennsylvania, was driving with his mom last week when he realized they were on Houston Road. Houston? Not now, he said, and not here. It should be Phillies Road. Together with younger brother James, they emailed the township asking to make the change. And lo and behold, their local politicians agreed. And up went the new signs, which will stay put until the World Series is over. Way to go, Noah and James. What a great example of kids getting the wheels of government to turn. Game 4 between Noah's Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros is tonight. It could be a new Nonstop record, not for a plane, but for a bird. Scientists believe a young bar-tailed godwit flew 8,435 miles without a layover, which would be a new long-distance record for migratory birds. The godwit started in Alaska and, as reported by the Associated Press, stayed aloft for 11 straight days until it arrived in the Australian state of Tasmania. How does anyone know? Because it was tagged with a tracking chip and teeny tiny solar panel by researchers who wanted to follow its first annual trip across the Pacific. Godwits are big, noisy, and cinnamon-colored, and they lose about half their weight on the journey. They fatten up during the Southern Hemisphere summer before heading north again. Did Sam Adventure Baker's family play fast and loose with the truth? Some climbing experts reportedly think so. KidNuz, along with all the other major media outlets, has been following the story of the 8-year-old as he reportedly became the youngest to ever scale the daunting sheer face of El Capitan in Yosemite. But now there's talk that he didn't do what we were led to believe he did. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, those who watched say neither Sam nor his dad climbed in the true sense of the word. Instead, they jugged up, which means they used a ropes and hand clamp system set by guides who went up first and never even had to touch the face of the rock. Tom Evans, the unofficial keeper of El Capitan integrity, went so far as to call it a publicity stunt. The Chronicle says it reached out to the family, but has yet to hear back. Taylor Swift is a history-making machine. 10 songs from her Midnights album now hold the top 10 spots in Billboard's Hot 100. No other artist has done that in the 64-year reign of the song ranking service. Taylor's Twitter reaction? 10 out of 10 of the Hot 100 on my 10th album? I'm in shambles. And she's making sure to keep that momentum going with her just-announced Eras Tour, which begins March 18th in Glendale, Arizona, and wraps August 5th in Los Angeles. To every kid out there who's ever scored on their own team by accident, take heart. It happens to the best of them. Brooklyn Nets star forward Yuta Watanabe is dealing with that same embarrassment after going up for a dramatic slam dunk on the wrong side of the court. Instead of 2 points for his team, the wish-I-could-get-a-do-over moment gave 2 points to the Indiana Pacers. In the end, it wasn't a make-or-break mistake. Watanabe and his Nets lost the game by a whole lot more than just those 2 points. And that enormous Powerball jackpot is now even bigger. No one matched all the numbers Monday night, which means somebody somewhere could win $1.2 billion in tonight's drawing. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz, generously sponsored today by the Bergener family of Nashville, Tennessee, to wish Charlotte an amazing 10th birthday. Charlotte, your mom, dad, and Benny love you and hope your first year of double digits is as special as you are. Now, today's quiz. How far do scientists believe a godwit bird flew without stopping? 8,435 miles, a new record. A Brooklyn Nets player made what mistake? He slam dunked in his own basket. Taylor Swift is the first artist in history to do what? Own all 10 top spots on the Billboard Hot 100. A young Philadelphia Phillies fan got his town to change what? A Houston road sign to read Phillies Road. In today's KidNuz Kicker, from time to time, a pitcher will rock the sports world by throwing a perfect game, but never has an umpire called one until now. According to ump scorecards, Pat Hoberg was already regarded as the most accurate ump in the game, but in Game 2 of the World Series Saturday night, he became the first to ever match all of his ball and strike calls to the data provided by MLB's electronic strike zone. Even more remarkable, it was his first time umping a World Series game, and his friends and family were on hand to watch him make history. Thanks again to the Bergener family of Nashville, Tennessee for sponsoring today's quiz. Charlotte, we hope you have a great first week of being 10. And we want to say a big hello to all her friends and her teacher, Ms. Covington at USN. Shoutouts are also on tap for Mrs. Kapler and her Cougars at Cross Country in Stromsburg, Nebraska, Mrs. Dolphin and her Mighty Mavericks at Grand Mountain in Colorado Springs, Colorado, Mrs. Neglia and her Jaguars at Jordan Academy of Language and Computer Science in Orange, California, Mrs. Kennelly and her Red Hawks at Monroe High School in Monroe, North Carolina, and Ms. Megan and her Cherokees at South Doyle Middle School in Knoxville, Tennessee. And before we go, a correction sent to us by Charlie and Violet, both of whom pointed out that we referred to Houdini the snake as poisonous rather than venomous. Poisonous means we'd get sick if we ate it, but venomous means we'll get sick if we get bitten. And that's the kind of snake Houdini is. Thanks, Charlie and Violet, for paying attention and keeping us on our toes. Thanks to all of you for listening. Please rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.